Cool. We are live now, guys. So, yeah, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. I can already see in the chat people are excited for the workshop. So it's so good to see you guys again. Yeah, we have Squid team with us. So yeah, for this workshop, we have the Squid team with us. We have two people joining in from the Squid team, Boydosha and Gyro. They are developers at Squid. They have made Squid right from scratch. So it's so good to have you guys here. Okay.
So good to
So
be
good to be
here.
here. He would, yeah. Um, yeah, guys. We will be starting the workshop. Okay, and we will just wait like a minute or two for more people to join in. Yeah, hi everyone. It's good to see people get like interacting in the chat. So, yeah, guys, just to mention it out right away, if you have any doubts or anything related to Squid while during the workshop, you can just put it out in the chat or use the ask a question section that you must be seeing in your chat. Okay, and just just put out your question there, and we'll have like a Q&A kind of thing after the presentation, and we'll try to answer your questions there itself. And the second thing, we do have a reward for this workshop. We have a quiz lined up for you guys, and we'll tell the details about the quiz later on. But yeah, one thing I would like to say to everyone is just keep attention during the presentation, during the whole workshop, because there might be questions from the workshop itself. Right, so just be attentive and try to understand what the team at Squid is saying, and try to get to know Squid better. Right, so I guess we can start now. So, yeah, so again, for anyone who is new at Reef, Reef stands for reliable, extensible, efficient, and fast. Reef is a layer 1 blockchain. It's built on the substrate framework. Okay, and like it's kind of optimized for building blockchains. Substrate framework, it's EVM compatible. What this means is you can write your contracts in Solidity. The contract that you might have written in Solidity, you can directly use it on Reef without any changes. It uses the nominated proof of stake consensus mechanism, which is one of the best, or probably the best consensus mechanism out there right now. It's really fast, and it's really efficient. And yeah, Reef is self upgradable and it's majorly community governed. So, one cool feature that I've always liked about Reef is you don't need to have forks. Uh, or you there's no concept of a fork in Reef. The chain gets upgraded. It's like on chain itself. So yeah, like this was just a gist of it. I'm probably sure a lot of you guys know about Reef now, since this is like third workshop we are doing. So yeah, let's move ahead. Uh, um, Yeah, so for this workshop, a good like a prerequisite you can say is to have some testnet Reef. So we'll be making our own NFTs on the Squid app, which is quite exciting. Even for me, I haven't made any NFTs, so I'm going to learn it right now with you guys. So yeah, before we move to that, you just need to go to that link. We have shared it in the chat. Go to the Matrix chat and just use exclamation drip and copy paste your wallet address, the Reef wallet. Okay, if you don't have the Reef wallet, uh, it's a good idea to like get your Reef wallet from the Google Chrome extension. Add create a Reef wallet. Okay, and just copy paste the Reef wallet address, right? And you'll get like 1,000 Reef on your testnet. So everything we would be doing right now would be on the testnet. So yeah, guys, this is one thing I really wanted to. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. use the Reef chain extension. That's preferred. So yeah, yeah. This is the only prerequisite. I'm gonna shut up for now and like hand over the platform to Boydoshier. He's gonna explain about Squid in detail and tell you about what Squid is and everything they have to deliver for this workshop. So Boydoshier, please continue from here. Boydoshier, if you are speaking, we can't hear you. Okay, I guess there's some issue. Let us figure that out.
Hear me now?
Yeah, you are audible. Great.
Perfect. Sorry for that. Just give me 1 second. I'll clear everything back up. Perfect. Perfect. Uh, so hello guys, what's up? I am Boydisha. I've been working as a developer for Squid for almost 9 months now. It's so exciting to be here, finally talk to everyone from the community. And I'll just give you a little bit brief about what Squid is. Squid is an NFT marketplace that's built on the Reef chain. And to be very honest with you, Squid is much more than an NFT marketplace. It provides a ton more utilities than the other leading performers in this space. Currently, it's hosted live on squid.app, which you can visit right now. And I will be showing you some of the features, what you can do, how you can mint an NFT on Squid. So just to give you a brief comparison, this is from the Medium article about Squid. Squid supports a lot of video types, a lot of photo types, and it has a file size limit of 100 MB. But the most important part is it has a very, very low cost per mint, and the gas fee is also very nominal, right? But moving on from that, you can check this out on the link that will be shared after the workshop. And moving on to that, I'll just give you a very small information about how Squid works, and I'll show this to you through a demo. So right now I have Squid open on my tab, and as you guys saw, I am already logged in, but I'll log in again just to show you guys what it should be like. So this is what you guys should see when you first open Squid, but then you should click on connect, and then you should choose your account. I'll just click on my name for now, and it should give me a prompt. You should probably have the Reef wallet extension, and that should pop right about now. But yeah, it sometimes take a little bit of time, which is fine. And as you can see, it's open. I just need to enter my password, and I'll just click on send the message. That should be pretty much it. Now, as you can see, I have the create tab visible where we should head over and create the NFT. So first I'll click on choose file. I'll go to text. I'll click on file that I have. It's a very cute photo that I have of Squid. And I'll just enter the title, which should be Squid. I can enter description as well. So I'll just write Squid mascot. And here we have an amazing feature which is called splits, which will be shown to you by Hiro later on as well. But I'll currently use this plan so that it uses my current address for the royalties. So here I can select a royalty value. So what it does is I can, let's say done, and it follows the EIP 2981, which facilitates the payment of royalties to artists and creators for every NFT sale that happens, right? So I can enter a number of copies. For example, in this case, I'll just write 10. And for the collections, I'll just choose from an existing collection, but I could always click on the plus and create my new collection as well, right? So after that's done, I'll just click on properties. This is metadata that goes on with your NFT. It can be anything you want, but for now, I'll just write image. If anything, I could write animal type, squid, right? And it's a digital. I could enter anything I want here, and that gets saved automatically, right? And after that's done, I just click on create item. That should take a little bit of time, and it should give me a pop-up to sign the transaction to mint the NFT. Since I'm on testnet right now, it should not really cost me a significant amount, and it should not also cost it on the mainnet. But yeah, I'll just sign the transaction, and that should be pretty much it. It should redirect me to the collectible page. Takes a while because I'm on a slow internet connection. That should not happen with you. And once that's done, it will open a page. Yeah, right, like this, which should have all the information about the NFT, right? So since I just did this, we have a Squid auto moderator running in the backend, which would take the photo and scan for explicit content, etc., so that this platform remains clean, right? So as you can see, it takes a little bit of time for the moderation to happen, but you can do everything you want in that time being, right? So once, as you can see, I am the creator of this NFT. I have a 10% royalty fee that I selected while I was creating the NFT. I have the collections of animals and illustrations. I have the property, the metadata show up right here. And once I do stuff with this NFT, I should also see the history. Right now, it's just an empty chart, but I will see once something happens with this NFT. On the detail tab, I can see the metadata, token contract, and the median IPFS. If I click on it, it just opens a new tab and will show everything to you. It gives me the NFT token ID, item ID, and the position ID, and all the other information that's required. If I click on the share button, it copies the link to your clipboard, and you can share it with other people as well, right? So once that's done, I think that should be enough time for the automated. Never mind, it's not. But I will show you what happens. So for the regular sale, what happens is, for starters, we can have a buying and selling of NFT. This is a very basic thing, right? Where user can put up an NFT on sale. I'll walk you through it to just show you how easy it is on Squid. Once you have this down, we just click on put on sale. And once that's done, you should see two fields pop up. I'll quickly run through what these mean. So here the price means what price we want to put it up as. Let's say I make it 4,000 Reef, which also gives me the amount in US dollars. And let's say I want 5 copies to be put on sale out of the 10 copies that I minted of this NFT, right? Right. Again, so we see the service fee. And of course, if you need more information about how this works and everything, there's always a link to the documentation which you can click on, and it'll open it on a new tab, and you can see everything and read everything from here as well. So once that's done, I just click on submit, and that should take a little bit of time and give me another pop-up. And once that's done, once I sign this transaction, it should take me to another tab where we should see the NFT being put up on sale, right? So again, that takes a little bit of time because of my internet connection. It shouldn't be this slow for you guys. And yeah, so now this is done. I see the sale created. I can check it out here. I click on the link and voila, I can see it on the other tab, right? Again, it's pending moderation, but once that's done, we can see the icon as well. But for now, I can just click on this and hide this, right? So as you can see, the very cute squid mascot icon is up on screen, and I can click it, make it full screen, and like zoom into it as well if I want to. That's the thing. And I could click outside and close it. Of course, I can hard the NFT, and I should see it pop up here and all the good stuff, right? So if I click on unlist, of course, I can put it back. And for me, this shows up as unlist. But for you guys who are buying this NFT, it should show up as a buy button, right? And once you click on that buy button, it should show up a similar modal, which would give you the option to buy a certain number of this NFT, right? So as you can see, it's the maximum is 2 here, but since I put 5 up on sale, you should see 5 here, right? And it should give you the appropriate price as well. Moving back and going to the next option we have, that's an auction. Now, what an auction is an owner can set a minimum bid for a number of copies of the NFT, and they can also set a duration for the auction, right? And the bidders, which are the other people, can bid for the lot. And at the end of the auction, the bidders get the lot and the other bidders get their reef back, right? So it's pretty much like a real life auction, but it happens on Squid, right? So the NFT owner creates an auction for a lot of one or more copies of the NFT, and users can bid for the lot. And at the end of the auction, the highest bidder that has bid on the NFT gets the copies of the NFT, right? So I'll just show that to you as well. I'll click on create auction. That pops up a number of stuff on screen, which is the minimum bid. Let's say I put it as 100. I put the number of copies is one. I put the number of duration in, let's say, I want it to be 2 hours, right? You know what? I'll make it 1 hour. And there's the service fee. And again, if you need more information, it's always available. I'll open it just to show you guys that, yeah. So once that's done, I click on create auction. And again, that should take me to the transaction signing part. And I just sign the transaction. And now I should have auction open for an hour, right? Where you guys can bid in real time. And since I started the minimum bid at 100, that's where the bidding starts. So if I open it in another tab, I can see that it has started. And for now, it shows me nothing because I created the auction. But for you guys, it should show you what should look like this, right? So it should give you a bid option and you can increase or like bid on the NFT. Since I said the minimum bid to 100, it should also show that on screen. And of course, you can read more about how auctions work here as well. Moving on, we have the raffle, which is another very interesting feature we have at Squid, where an owner can set a number of copies of the NFTs and also set the duration of the raffle. Now, you might be wondering, hey, this is the same as auction. No. So the difference between the auction and the raffle is that the NFT owner creates a raffle for a lot, but users can participate in the raffle with any amount of reef they want. And at the end of the raffle, a winner is chosen among the participants and gets all the copies of the NFT, right? So the difference is that the winner is chosen randomly in a raffle instead of being the highest bidder, right? And they will get a proportionally weighted amount by the number of people who participated, and they will get the lot. The owner will receive the reef collected in the raffle, of course. So, of course, I'll show this to you as well. So right now we have our squid. I think it should be done, right? So if I reload, yeah, so it's accepted. If I go to details, I can see the status is approved now. And now I can click on create raffle and I should see two options this time because there's no minimum bidding since this is a raffle. So let's say I create one copy and I set the duration again as 60 minutes, which is an hour. And then I click on submit. That should again give me a pop-up to enter the transaction. And yeah, I just click on sign the transaction. That takes me to the next screen. That should give me a link to the raffle that's created right now. But yeah, so after this is done, you can check it out here. And I would see probably nothing. Yeah. So I would see the deadline, the number of people who are participating, and the total raffle value that's accommodated. But for you guys, you should see this. You should see participate badge, right? So once you click on this, that opens the model where you can select the amount that you want to put in the raffle. As you click on submit and finalize, that should solidify your entry in the raffle, right? And as we said, at the end, a random winner would be chosen and they will get the amount, right? Great. So moving on, we have the next feature, that's the loan, which is also a very interesting feature in Squid. Now, for the loan, the owner can set an amount that needs to be borrowed and the number of copies to put as collateral, right? So you are using the NFT on Squid as the collateral, right? So the lender lends the owner the amount of reef that's requested, and before the deadline of the loan, the owner has to give back the lender that has borrowed plus the payback fees, just like how real life loans were, but in Squid as an NFT, right? So yeah. So any user can fund the loan, and if the borrower does not pay back the principal plus the interest, the lender gets the ownership of all the copies of the NFT, right? So for me, who's the borrower, what happens is I just go here and I click on create loan proposal. I enter my loan amount, let's say again 100, we're going for the 100 number, and it shows the amount in dollars as well, which is quite handy. And the payback fee, let's say I just make it 50, right? Which is not a lot considering that this is an NFT and considering giving it one copy maybe. And again, since we are going for 60 minutes everywhere, we'll do it here as well. And of course, you can click on this to get more information. I'll just show this to you as well. So it opens the loan page. You can go through it in your own time, read it properly. It's very well documented by Jairo, who's in the call as well. And then I click on submit. And again, it gives me the option to sign the transaction. I click on sign and it should do the loan. That was fast. I guess my internet speed increased now. And now we have the loan. But again, as you saw in the buy and sell, the regular sell that is, we also have the option to unlist it from the loan. But if you are on the receiving end, this is not what you should see. You should see the option to fund, right? And you can also see the option to liquidate, right? So once you click on those, you should get more information about that. And again, this is you can go through it all in your own time. All this will be shared with you, and you can also find it on the Squid website. You just click on this and documentation. That should take you to the official documentation that we have on GitHub, and you can go through it in your own time, right? So that's pretty much it from my side. I'll let Tyra take up the stage. It was great talking with you guys. I'll join you guys in a moment. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you very much, Budisha. I'm Jairo. I'm also part of the team of Squid. Uh, as a side note, I was competing against Budisha and Andy, the other member of the Squid team in the Reef's hackathon for NFT marketplace. And at the end of it, the Reef team asked us if we wanted to join forces and join the best of our projects, and that's how the final version of Squid has started. Uh, I'll talk a bit about the smart contract part. That is the one that I focus the most in this project. And the first point I want to remark is that they are, of course, open source, and you can check the source code in the Squid GitHub repo and in the Reef Explorer, as they are verified and publishing both in testnet and mainnet. They are written in Solidity. Another thing to comment about them is that they are immutable. For those not very technical, there is uh, a technique called or a technology called upgradable contracts, where you can change the functions of a contract and stops being immutable. So our implementation doesn't use that technology. So even if we wanted rug pull you, that we of course don't, we weren't being able, because the code doesn't allow us to do so. The contract also have a multi-sig wallet that owns the contract, but only has restrict access to certain things like changing the fees of the new sales, not the old ones, pointing to a new NFT contract, or migrate it to a new marketplace in case we find any kind of bug. The contracts have been audited by the Soico team. That is an auditing firm. That provides an extra assurance and reliability. They suggested us some improvements. We iterated with them, and they also audited the final version. As for the standards we follow, For the NFTs, we follow the ERC 1155 that probably rings a bell for most of you. Is very similar to the 721, but adds some extra features like being able to mint multiple NFTs in one transaction and being more gas efficient. Well, that translates, of course, in fewer fees for gas fees for the user, so less cost. Another standard that we have used is the one for the royalties, that is the EIP 2981. And this one allows to the creator of an NFT to get a percentage of each sale of the NFT. We have set it to a maximum of the 50%, but well, of course, the creator can decide lower value so that makes the NFT more attractive to a buyer, or can just set it to 0. That means that no royalties will be used. Also, I wanted to mention another application that we have developed that's created also for the Squid team, but it's a separate application. But we have integrated it in Squid. This one is used to split Reef receive by a contract, so that you can split that royalties among different addresses. This way, a creator can join other people and share that royalties with them. For this, I will probably share a demo. Okay, here's the original splits application. Here you can create a splitter, interact with it, but we have, as I said, added it here in the creation. Here in royalties, it will show a pop-up. And as I said, here I can decide to share it with another user. Let me find an address. And as many users as I can. I think we put the limit in 100, but they are enough. And with the shares, we can decide how those payments will be split. For example, if I want them in equal parts, I put 1, 1, 1, or it doesn't matter. The amount is just proportional. I can put 10, 10, 10. Or maybe I want this one to have a higher share. I can create my contract. And now the contract is being created. Want to mention that this contract can be used for any purpose. It's not necessarily linked to Squid, but of course it's very useful for the royalties receiver. The contract now is being verified and published into the Explorer. Let's wait a bit. Yeah, it's being published. We can check the code here, but well, what we really want is to copy this address. And we can set it here for the royalties receiver. Okay, that's for the splits application. And finally, we have planned more features for Squid. A couple of them that I can comment on is the batch creation of NFTs for a new creation, or a new collection, sorry. As I said, the contract already supports multiple NFTs, the minting of multiple NFTs in one transaction, but we are working on the UI so that you can just drag maybe a zip file with lots of images and metadata, and it's uploaded in one go. We are also working on another feature that is already implemented in the contracts, but we need a UI for it. And that one is wrapping NFTs from another projects or collections, potentially maybe in the future from other chains with a bridge, who knows. And that way you can take that NFT, wrap it in the Squid contract, and use it in our marketplace. And at any time you can just unwrap it and use it as the original NFT. Well, other things that we are working on. Yeah, I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Uh, yeah, thank you so much, Hiro. So yeah, guys, this kind of concludes a workshop, the main content of the workshop. Um, yeah, and thank you so much for being so interactive in the chat, guys. I can see like you had a lot of questions, and I guess Boydosha has answered almost all of them. Uh, so yeah, if there's anything else that you guys want to ask, this is the time. This is the time for the FAQs. Uh, yeah. So there's one question: the maximum gas fees always is this always zero
Yeah,
point
so
one seven
for
dollars?
that, it's the capacity. So 0.16 is an average figure, so it can be lesser than that. And of course, we just try to make sure we could show you that the average gas fee is really, really low in comparison to other platforms. But yeah, it's the average price.
Okay, cool. So that is the average fees. It can be lower than that. Uh, yeah, awesome. So is there anything is the more should be difficult to work with the yeah, Pierre has one question like was it tough for you guys to like collaborate?
No, no, Jared Hire is amazing. He's
Yeah.
a great. I don't think we had any people with this setup.
Yeah, that's what like
He's
Web3 is
great.
all about. It's all about
Exactly.
Yeah,
collaborating with
yeah,
other people, right?
I totally agree. Maybe a bit in the technical side because we have different approaches, but in the personal side, it's been wonderful.
Awesome. That's good to hear, guys. Awesome. Is there anything else? Anyone wants to ask anything else, or we'll move to uh, okay, I guess we're not
No,
gonna
no,
answer
no.
that. Let's. It's more of I was thinking like let's keep it to the workshop. Um, so, is there any question related to the workshop that you guys have? Do you want to know anything else about Squid? Uh, okay, cool. I guess we can just move on for the second part of the workshop, the quiz. Um, so yeah, so yeah, we have a quiz right now, and
Just
it's a basic quiz for whoever who attended the first workshop. They must already know how it works, but I'm gonna explain some rules. So you need to type your answers in the chat. Okay, so I'll be showing a question. I'll try to read it. Okay, so once I show you the question, you can answer it. I'll just keep on reading it. But you can answer it anyways if you are faster than me. You can answer it then also. So the first two people who answer the question correctly will be the winners for that question, and you'll get a some reef. Okay, and yeah,
small help from my side. You might want to have the Squid Docs open.
yeah, yeah. So whoever answers the first two people for every question. Um will be the winners. And the third thing is at the end, once we are done with the quiz, I'll just put out the winners for each question and just share your Telegram username or your email ID in the chat itself so that we can reach out to you for your prizes. So we'll start with the first question now. So be ready, guys. So which ERC standard is used for NFTs on Squid? Okay, okay. Keep going, guys. Nice, nice. There should be more answers, I guess. Anyone else who wants to answer? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's correct, guys. So we will. No, it's not 721. Shairo. Yeah. So awesome. I guess we have two winners here. That's amazing. Um, it's 1155, and let's move to the second question now. Uh, yeah, man. Yeah, let's move on to the second question. Which EIP does Squid NFTs follow for royalties? Do you remember the number, guys? Oh, nice. Pierre is really fast. Oh, okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. So I guess it's 2981. Right, right, guys. Bodusha, Gyro, it was 2981, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. So we do have, I guess, some clear winners for this as well. Let's move it. Like this is the third question, guys. That was fast. So what's the name of the new service? Okay,
That was fast.
yeah, it's like I was like, okay, people are already answering. Okay, yeah, man, they're too fast, Ivan. Okay, anyone else who wants to answer? So what's the answer, guys? Is it splits or is it splits?
Yeah, it's split.
Yeah.
Split ferry is how we call the contracts that are deployed. It's
Okay, got it. So I guess we have some clear winners for this as well. Moving on to the fourth question. What file type does the Squid auto moderator verify? Any guess? Anyone? Yeah, I thought this would be a tough one for a lot of people, but oh, nice. Pierre is fast.
Nice.
He was like paying real attention. Nice, nice. Cool, cool. GIF too. Okay.
Correction also.
Yeah, you do like extra marks. Nice, nice. So I guess we have some clear winners. So the next question, I'm just gonna put it out right away. It's a very easy question. So I hope Ivan, you would be fast this time. And there you go. The last question. What's the number of this workshop in the series of workshop that Reef has done? Okay, cool, cool. Okay, it's the third one, guys. Uh, awesome. So this was it. Please stay in the chat, guys. I'm gonna pick up the winners and put out their names, and I'll ask you guys for your Telegram username. Just put it out in the chat. Yeah, congratulations, you won.
Congratulations to the winner.
Congratulations, yeah, congratulations to all the winners. And so we will be hosting the next workshop soon. It would be happening next week, probably a week from now. That workshop would be related to creating a full stack app on Reef Chain. So um, yeah, I hope you guys join along in that workshop also. And our own tech person would be hosting the workshop. So yeah, see you guys then, and thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, the splits presentation was, yeah, it's a really cool feature for sure. Cool. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna end the workshop here right now. I'll be available in the chat for the winners. So just put out your Telegram name once I put out the winners, and we'll get back to you with the prizes. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Buddhishya, Gyro, and like the Squid team as a whole. Was
Thank you
really
for having. Thank
fun.
you for having.
It was really fun workshop. You told some really cool features, and I'm clearly people are excited about Squid getting live. So Squid would be getting live soon, right?
Very
So
soon. Very soon.
thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Bye.